Hi, everyone. By the time you're watching this, we'll be about 3 weeks into the new year, 2023. That means by now, 92% of all the goals you and your employees set will likely be added to the pile of good intentions but failed action. If you're one of those 8% who are still on track, congratulations. For everyone else, I hope you'll keep watching. First, let's make sure we're all reading from the same chapter. Where do people go wrong when they set goals? Well, goals are specific, measurable, and realistic outcomes that you want to achieve. It's easy to set goals. Losing 10 pounds, exercising 3 times a week, reading 12 more books, increasing sales by 20%, learning a new skill, maybe even retiring within 5 years. But goals are boring. They are easy to articulate, but they don't excite, motivate, or inspire. We can rationalize goals and argue why they are important, but they more often than not fail to get people off the couch. In fact, as important as goals are, setting goals for many people can be more demotivating and de-energizing than they are helpful. When goals aren't met, people feel defeated. They feel like they're wearing a big L on their forehead for everyone to see, especially if friends, family, and coworkers are progressing nicely toward their goals. Goal setting for some people is just a self-esteem, confidence-busting activity. So here's a suggestion. Since the majority of people, including executives, are skilled at setting goals, but miserable at achieving them, why not do something that energizes change, inspires people to alter their routines, and to do something different? You can start by teaching people to define and then write meaningful purpose statements. Why? Because purpose is why we do what we do. Purpose is the source of our underlying intentions and motivations. Why do I want to lose 10 pounds? Why do I want to sell more? Why do I want to learn a new skill? For example, I recently asked a client to tell me her goals for 2023. Instantly, she said, increase profits by 10% in the next quarter. I then asked her to write down her purpose. She wrote, improve the lives of our customers. Wow, that's certainly a BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. Or maybe we should call that a big, hairy, audacious purpose, a BHAP. So I then asked her, as visionary as that purpose is, how that might inspire her employees to improve the lives of her customers when they themselves are struggling with putting food on their table, keeping the roof over their head, putting fuel in the tank. Unintentionally, I drained the air out of her balloon, just like her well-intentioned purpose statement unintentionally saps the energy and motivation out of her employees when they go through the motions to pick up a paycheck, but miss the connection between the work they do and the purpose of the organization. So this got me thinking about goals and purpose. Why is it that we can achieve our goals and live a well-intentioned purpose, but still feel unfulfilled? What's the connective tissue that transforms goal setting and living with purpose into fulfillment? What is it that helps others live a life worth living? Leading with purpose is not an intellectual exercise. It's not about process and skills. Leading with purpose isn't about the actions leaders take, but the emotions and the experience that employees feel. So what is it that you're doing today that will help others live a life worth living? I'll give you a hint. It starts with purpose and it ends with fulfillment. Give us a call at Dame Leadership if you're ready to take this journey.